What we do here is go back.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. So pretty much just want to start off this video by saying happy 2025, happy new year to everybody. As you guys are seeing this video, it's probably 2 weeks in already. I did some work, as you guys seen in the last videos, and yeah, we got a little bit of stuff to do still to the all-wheel drive EK here, as we are still gathering parts, trying to order things, make things fall in order so we can continue making progress. But what we're going to do in this video, guys, is actually we're going to be meeting up with my little brother, and we're going to be bringing back a little bit of a backstory on a car that hasn't been seen probably in about 8 to 10 years, and see what we're going to be doing with it. Since it is his new car, he does have a lot of plans for it, and I'll let him go ahead and tell you guys what he wants to do. This is not the type of videos I'm always going to make. I just figured it's something different, and show you guys what we're going to be doing to that car when it's time to build it. We do kind of have like a crunch time frame to get that car done at the same time of getting this car done, and hopefully we can make both cars work. As one car will leave to get some work done, the other one will probably be here, and that one can pretty much get done within a matter of 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So that is the goal. But yeah, let's go ahead and head over there, do, I guess you can say, like a little interview, see the little backstory of the car, and see what his plans are, because he has some retarded or plans that he has. But let's just go see what he has, guys. Alright, guys, so we just got here, and yeah, let's go ahead and see some other cars real quick before we get to the main one. Hopefully you guys are stoked to see that car come to life, and yeah, hopefully we can make some progress on it, because again, I do want to see that car on the street after not being seen for 8 to 10 years. So let's see what we can get done. But here you guys have my nephew's little EK sedan. We bought this car maybe 6 years ago for him as a little project car. You know, he's done a little bit of work to it with what he can do. He used to work at a body shop, you know, painted the rear bumpers, got a front bumper, pretty much doing a little bit of work. It's this little cruiser, and hopefully here in the next, you know, year or so, he'll move up. That's what he wants to do. That's the goal for him. Move up, get a better car, you know what I mean? And again, you can see pretty much now these guys are into all the low life stuff, you know, being slammed and everything. That's like I used to be, but I can't do that anymore. My back won't hold up anymore for that shit, bro. You know, so yeah, dope little 4-door. Makes me miss mine and being white. But the one I really want to check out over here on the side of that is my little brother's fiance's girlfriend's wifey's DB. If you guys have already seen that pretty much on the videos before from other meets. This is his and his girls, basically his girls, not his, because he'll take a lot of credit for it. This is his girlfriend's DB1. So hey, whose car is this? But yeah, dope little DB, you know, cruiser for her, you know, automatic, you know, still really mint. And yeah, also guys, we are making a carbon fiber and fiberglass version for the DBs. So if you guys are ever interested in one, let me know. I'll make a video on that here separate. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get to that car right there. All right, so pretty much let's go ahead and see what his plans are to do to this car, and what is his goal for this car to bring it back to life. So go ahead.
Well, I was gonna go LSV Tech Turbo fully built, but talking with my brother, seeing friends, we're gonna end up going K24 nitrous, just to mess around, have some fun, and then maybe later on do a fully built block and just see where we go from there. Just want to enjoy the car, have fun with it, race it, and yeah, that's that.
Well, what was your whole inspiration to get this car pretty much done and over? I mean, not done and over, but bring it back to life. What was your goal, or what can you say, like, what do you want to accomplish out of this?
Yeah, that's hard. I don't know, just having it clean, finally being able to have a clean car. there's kind of a story behind this car. We actually grew up, well, I grew up knowing Bisimoto. We used to go to the track almost every other weekend, Auto Club Speedway. So we kind of knew the background. So to be older now and actually own it's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's just to do something right for once, build something nice.
Yeah, because we used to go racing with Bisimoto with Russ and all them, and we used to actually drag race a CRX, and we've known Bisimoto for years, but then we all fall out, you know, as we get older, and pretty much you just grow apart over the time. So when he's seen this car for sale, it's been up for sale on OfferUp, and even on, yeah, just OfferUp for 2 to 3 years. And the old owner actually wanted a pretty hefty price because of the name that came with the car, and that was actually just being Bisimoto's Wagon. As you guys can see, it still has the JDM headlights. It still has the signature, you know, the oil trade sticker that goes on the side of the front of the bumper, I guess you can say. The only thing that I wish that it would have never been done is personally cutting out the grill from the bumper. But that's easy, pretty much easy to color match when it comes down to it. So hopefully once we get the car running, because the goal for us is actually to have this car running for Honda, the Honda meet here in Lake Elsinore, along with my all-wheel drive EK. So hopefully we can make that happen, because this car is going to need a little bit of work to happen in order to make it go down and make it drive, make sure it's tuned, make sure that it can hold enough power.
Yeah, we want to drive it there.
And what is your goal? What is your horsepower goal that you want to try to make with this car?
Well, on nitrous, like 350, and on motor, I don't know. I never messed with Caser, so I don't really know, but I don't know, 270, 280 maybe. But just to have fun and then just build something later way faster, make like 300 horsepower.
I mean, as you guys see right now, like the car is slammed on its, you know, nutsack. He has his own little views of how he wants things, certain styles, you know, but don't worry, this car is not going to be going back to being slammed or any of that stuff. We're actually going to be lifting the car back up and putting some beefy tires on it, because again, if the goal is to be able to paint, you know, 300 horsepower on nitrous, it's going to make some jam. So if we're being an all motor on nitrous, so we are going to be putting, you know, we're going to try to see if we can find a wider wheel, 15x8, because these are like 15x6.5 right now. These would work perfectly because they almost like my Mugans. They're the same, almost same specs. So with the R888, you know, 225/50, it would actually boost it up a lot more. And of course, the car's gonna go up. And as you guys can see, it's just sitting there with no suspension. He took it off to clean it up, make sure that it was all pretty much just set, so that way when it's time to go, it's time to go, and we can go ahead and get to work on it. Also, are you gonna wanna do, like when we start working on it and all that, do you wanna do the brake lines? Do you wanna do all that? So that way we can pretty much tuck it out of the way? Or do you wanna just kind of just get it running, or leave it the way it is? Like right now, if we were to put, say, cut the mount out, put the new motor mount in, you know what I mean, for the K-Series, and just pretty much get it driving, because again, we're gonna have to do a little bit of body work, and that's the reason why I was kind of mentioning, you know, do we do the brake lines while we're at it, because we can easily cut down there, flare them out, and easily, you know, do the whole line, because we don't have to run it all the way to the back, we can easily run it to the bottom.
Yeah, we can. We're already gonna be in the bay. As it is, the harness has to come out. We're gonna clean some of this up. The mount has to go, so we're already gonna be in here. Might as well do it. That's what I think.
That makes sense.
Make it look nicer.
Then as far as interior, you don't want to do anything else in it, right?
No, nothing. I actually want to find the front bars that connect to it, because sadly, they didn't come with the car. And that's not, just leave it stock.
So the bars that he's actually referring to are the ones that, looks like Bisimoto either took them out when he sold the car, but they tie in here to this side. This one doesn't have it, and I'm not sure why it was never introduced. But on that side, if you look on that corner, it used to have the protection bar coming from there, and it used to go to the flooring, which is still down there. So we might end up trying to see if we can fabricate something to bring that bar back. But then again, you know, having to refabricate everything, you would want to try to make it symmetrical from here and basically do the same thing to both ends. Probably his whole reason to it was honestly just that way he can have it as the driver's side, because that's where you would need it more at, because you're not really driving with the passenger. But we just didn't really realize what this really needed. But as you guys can see, the car is not bad for the condition that it's been sitting literally for 8 to 10 years. I'll go ahead and put some videos, as you guys seen in the beginning, of how the car used to look like when Bisimoto had it, when he did the interview and everything. So that's in there, and you see all that. So now hopefully here within, I'd say probably the goal for me, honestly, guys, is actually to get my car fully done within the next couple of weeks. That way we can bring this car to my house and honestly start doing a little bit of fabrication work to it, because we're gonna have to go ahead and cut that motor mount out of the engine bay, along with painting the engine bay a little bit, touching it up, getting the color matched to it, which should be easy because we do have a shop here in Riverside that does all that. So it can easily be done in a can. It's not going to be a full-on, you know, shaved and stuff like that. We're not doing that to this engine bay. This engine bay is going to be like a functional engine bay, so if we need to put bolts, we need to put any riv nuts on it, we don't have to worry about a full tucked bay or a shaved bay with all the body work that is going to be in it. But like I said, this car, for the age of it being preserved and being pretty much just well kept, it's not bad. But yeah, hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, guys, we can actually make all of that happen. Like I said, the goal for me is to get my EK pretty much up and running, so we can get up and running. The car is going to be heading out to paint once that is running, and then that way we can get this car here. All right, guys, so pretty much, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we can get this on the channel. I'm not sure how long it's going to be really before it gets on the channel. It might be a month from now, and that's really the goal for me. Hopefully we can get my car running, get that off to paint, so that way the car can get painted and we can start working on this one. Because this, honestly, like I said, like I told my brother, it's only going to take 3 weeks maybe to do the engine bay, especially if I put work on it every day. Engine bay, repaint it, put the motor mounts in. That way his motor is going to be getting built here within the next month. Well, I mean, it should be finished within the month, right?
Yeah, within the month, yeah.
He already has a transfer and everything else. Just finding small little miscellaneous parts, an intake manifold, some headers. So if any of you guys have any of that for like a good deal, and I mean a deal, none of that great prices where you guys are trying to bend everybody backwards, let me know in the comments and we'll go ahead and message you. The more closer to San Bernardino area, you know, Moreno Valley area, Riverside area, let me know. We're willing to make a drive if the price is right still. But again, hopefully, guys, within the next month or so, we can have this on the channel. We can start getting to work on it. But pretty much, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. And if you guys want to see more content of this EF wagon, Bisimoto's old wagon, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Until next time, guys.